Hello guys, this is Vaish. So we are going to discuss the Plums MCQs of June 9th, that is Friday. So till now we have done 187 episodes and every day it's a different subject, different teachers you would have seen. Like Monday we are taking the history, which I'll take, and then Tuesday we have geography, Wednesday we have polity, Thursday we have the economics, and then Friday I'll again do the science and tech, Saturday CSAT, and Sunday the current affair, which again I'll do. So 3 days in a week I'll be doing, and like this a lot of MCQs are there. It's totally free, okay, totally free. So you have to practice it every day. Only then you will understand that how the toughness level of UPSC is varying. Every year the question is coming in a different pattern. The syllabus is same, the books and sources are same, everything is same, okay, but the way you approach the question, it is different. So this year purposely, this episode I'm telling, I have taken questions from the 2023 prelims, that was science questions, because today Friday we will do the science questions. So if you see the first question, it's about the ballistic missile, the cruise missile, and also the Agni missile and the BrahMos missile. These things are not very new in news, it's already there, and a very serious aspirant who study basics of defense when they go for a prelims exam, they will ideally study this, okay, they'll ideally have this thing which is called the missiles, maybe a revision chart or maybe notes you have prepared. Agni itself, there's Agni 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like that you would have prepared. So here if you see the first statement, ballistic missiles are jet propelled at subsonic speed throughout their flight, while cruise missiles are rocket powered only in the initial phase of flight. Okay. Here they have interchanged it actually, because ballistic missile is something which when you trigger it, the starting is like powered, and then after that when it reaches a point, it will fall off with the gravity. Okay, it is not like you are throughout controlling it. So that is actually the ballistic one, and the cruise is the one which you can program it till the end of its journey, and that is why which we are developing with Russia, that is the BrahMos one. That is the one which is the cruise missile, and that is the one which should be the explanation. Ballistic and cruise, they have interchanged in the first statement. In the second statement again, Agni, they have put like medium range supersonic cruise missile, whereas that is actually a ballistic missile, okay, and then the other one, BrahMos, is a cruise missile. So both the statements are incorrect. Answer is D. Okay, neither one nor two. This is one of the very easiest question which came this year also, compared to all the tough questions. And the options also, if you see, it is the last year's model, 1 only, 2 only, that model. They did not ask the pair model or the assertion reasoning type. They did not put in this particular question. Okay, so again now we will go to the next second question which came in science this year, about the Wolbachia method. So Wolbachia method is sometimes talked about with the reference to which one of the following. This again is not a very recent current affair. 2016 in Australia, some scientists experimented this, and then later the globe is slowly adopting it. It's actually to control the viral diseases spread by mosquitoes, meaning Zika, chikungunya, dengue. These are the things which are spread by mosquitoes, especially a variant called Aedes aegypti mosquito. Okay, you should learn that also. Okay, which mosquito spreads different diseases, like malaria is by a different one. Okay, then that Japanese encephalitis will be a different one. So like that there are different types of mosquitoes which will spread different type of diseases. So dengue, chikungunya, yellow fever, Zika, all are spread by Aedes aegypti. Now this is a natural bacteria. Wolbachia is something which exists already. It's a natural bacteria, but it is not present in this particular species. It's there in 60% of the insect species, but not there in Aedes aegypti. So scientists, what they thought is they will inject that or insert that into the Aedes aegypti, the male ones. So when they mate with the female ones, right, the eggs which are produced, that eggs will not hatch because of this bacterium. So that will control the population of this Aedes aegypti, and that will ideally control the spread of viral diseases. So that is the answer, controlling the viral diseases spread by the species, insects. Okay, so answer is A. So this is the second question which came for science and tech in 2023. Now the next one and the third and fourth will be a little difficult one, which it's not there in normal current affairs, normal books which you study. It will not be there. Okay, aerial metagenomics best refers to which one of the following situations? So if you see, answer here is the first one, collecting DNA samples from air in a habitat at one go. Okay, meaning the species, animals, everything in the environment, they will be through the water they drink or any place they move, wherever they move, their DNA will be left. Okay, so that collecting that DNA, that process in overall is called aerial metagenomics. Okay, so that again usually you will not find in newspapers, and this question was difficult because first option and the second option both are related to genes. Okay, genetic makeup, and so if you see blood samples of animals, and then again access the samples of plants. So every option was kind of same. So in the exam hall, in that pressure to get to the correct answer was a very difficult task in this question, I would say. So again, a little bit notes I have given which you can pause and read. It's also called eDNA. Okay, eDNA is also the same thing, collecting the DNA of these animals which they shed in the environment in their usual routine life process. Okay, so that collection is called aerial metagenomics. Now the question number 4 for today, if you see, microsatellite DNA. This again The answer, if you see, again it is A. Okay, science question this time, if you had simply marked A for almost every question, everything would have come. Okay, so actually through luck only I'm telling, those who simply decided I'll mark everything A for science question, most of them were A. Okay, so here studying the evolutionary relationship among various species of fauna. Okay, so that is the answer here also. Studying the evolutionary relationship means, for that meaning genetics, you are getting the DNA. So here this microsatellite DNA has one more term, if you see here, which I have put in the notes, short tandem repeats. Okay, short tandem repeats, or STR, is also known as microsatellite. So this one is a section of DNA which induce variation between individuals, meaning it will vary from person to person. Means if you collect it, that series of DNA, that will be as a biomarker, or here if you see polymorphic marker for studying inheritance pattern in a family, in a generation to generation. That pattern you can study if you get the DNA fingerprint of the series of DNA, and that is called microsatellite DNA. Okay, so this again was not very popular current affair and all, but somewhere in a newspaper in 2022-23 time it was there. For that reason UPSC decided to ask it. So it doesn't mean, again, it is a difficult question, so in case you couldn't do it also, it is totally fine. Okay, this kind of questions you cannot solve unless you have seen that particular news item. Okay, now this last question, if you see, ilmenite and rutile abundantly available in certain coastal tract of India are rich sources of which one of the following? So this you can consider even as a geography question or environment question, or any, like, because it's a mineral based question. This year many mineral based questions came. They asked like Switzerland whether it is the second largest leading reserve of gold, whether which country is the largest cobalt reserve country. Okay, like that, many minerals they asked. Okay, everybody expected a question on lithium this time, but they asked all the other minerals, like mercury they asked, gold they asked, cobalt they asked, and here this one answer here is titanium. Okay, and this one, it was there in your geography NCERT, but again when you study an NCERT, I know many books you study, particularly by hearting and remembering and recollecting in the exam hall, this particular thing was a difficult task. Okay, so it was there in our test series also, because we have done geography NCERT specific test. It is there in our lectures because we have done it. Geography, I think class 10th chapter 4. Okay, I'll show you the screenshot when I am doing the Vice versus UPSC video, but here you can see this. India is endowed with large resources of heavy minerals which occur mainly along the coastal stretch. So heavy mineral sands comprise a group of 7 minerals that you can note down, because next year maybe UPSC will ask from any of these. Okay, maybe zircon or sillimanite or garnet, monazite. Okay, monazite and all was expected. This year uranium question also came, a coal question came. So almost every resource they have touched upon. Okay, so now here if you see, ilmenite is FeO-TiO2, the chemical formula, and rutile is TiO2, titanium dioxide. So that, if you knew, there is one way of answering, if you know the this thing of that. Okay, the chemical formula of that, but again difficult unless you could recollect what you read in your NCERT, the two very like lower class NCERT. I know everyone can't remember. Okay, maybe class 11, class 12 you'll remember, but less than class 10, whichever comes, it's very hard to recollect. Okay, so please go and watch all these episodes which I tell, because these are the observations, and many more video will come. Okay, my next video will be this one, message to UPSC board. I'll tell you exactly how many tough questions came and why it should not have been a UPSC question, should have ideally come in SSC or PSC and all. It is not at all UPSC standard question. Then there are 25 easy questions also which came in UPSC direct textbook question. Then there were some debatable questions. So all these split by split I will show you in my next video. Okay, so till then just subscribe the channel, and also tell me in comment section if you want anything specific to be done, because I know 24 students are beginning their preparation, 25 students may be thinking of how to prepare, and also you tell me, I will make videos accordingly. And this is our WhatsApp number. Okay, if you want to comment, go in touch with me directly, this is the WhatsApp number. Okay, so this is the details given for 24 students, okay, who are now going to start their preparation. So I'll wind up this video now. Thank you and have a nice day.